Again. Welcome to CramTime. Welcome to another video. Today we'll be discussing how to solve two-step inequalities. We start right now. It's important to understand why we're solving the two-step inequality, and that's simply because we want to get into a position where we can graph, and the graphing inequalities was covered in the last video in this playlist. So let's hop right into it. This is CramTime, so we're going to try to get you the most bang for your time. So we're going to really focus on the type of equations you're going to see on tests and quizzes, and that'll be a two-step slash three-step inequality involving addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Usually exponents and parentheses aren't involved at this level, so we'll save you some time and just go over this multiplication and division. So it's very similar to solving equations. So we'll do this first problem. X divided by 2 minus 2 is greater than 6. So we're going to simply add 2 to each side. X over 2 is greater than 8. Now we multiply by 2. X is greater than 16. Now we're going to move on to this second equation where we have negative x plus 4 divided by 3 is greater than or equal to 6. So first things first, we have to go ahead and, so this is technically in parentheses because it's in a term in the numerator, so we have to undo the multiplication first. So we undo the division first, and we multiply to each side. So we end up getting negative x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 18. Then we subtract 4 from each side. Then we get negative x is greater than or equal to 14. And now here's the key. We're dividing by negative 1 on each side. So divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Whenever you do a division by negative number or a multiplication by negative number, the sign flips. So now we have x is less than or equal to negative 14. So now we want to go in and check just to make sure. So here we have that x is greater than 16. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in a number that divides nicely. So we're going to plug in 18. And we do 18 divided by 2 is 9 minus 2, which is 7, and 7 is greater than 6. So that gives us that guarantee that, okay, this is right. And if you want to, you can plug in 16 and make sure that 16 doesn't work. And 16 should be equal. 16 plugged in here is 8 minus 2 is 6, and that's not greater than 6. So you know that this was done correctly. And we do the same thing over here. We can plug in negative 16. So negative 16 multiplied by negative 1. So 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 divided by 3 is 7 point something, and that is greater than 6. The takeaway is to flip signs when you multiply or divide by a negative. And that concludes this video on solving two-step inequalities. If you're currently cramming for a test, click on the correlating playlist in the description. If this video and channel were of value to you, hit that subscribe button and like the video. I'd love to hear your video requests and feedback in the comment section. Thanks for your support, and stay safe.